What's up, everyone? Tiger Stacker here. Got a really good video for you today, a really awesome one, and I hope you will follow through to the very end because I have some special things to say. But first, let's start off with a simple appreciation, starting with one mail call from a wonderful person who sent me a Christmas card just recently. Crafty Stacker. Tiger, wishing you and wifey, dog world and you all the best in 2025. Happy New Year. Crafty Stacker. And Crafty sent me a dime, which I've already put away, and a little candy cane, which I've already taken care of. Don't tell the wife. So I wanted to thank you, Crafty. May his presence abide with you today and in the new year. Have a blessed Christmas. And Crafty, today is January 6th. So it's still Christmas for me because I'm Orthodox, and being an American Orthodox, I actually celebrate both holidays. American Christmas, which is actually more from the Gregorian calendar, December 25th, and the originally celebrated Christmas, January 7th, from the Julian calendar. So I want to thank you very much, Crafty, for all that. It was really appreciated. The next thing I want to do is thank a wonderful colleague and friend in the community. You've seen his work on the live stream I had with Frostbyte for New Year's Eve, but I still want to thank him for this. Czech Stacker, a very artsy person. This is not the first really nice thing he's made with a laser for me. The other one was a box when I reached 1,000. I didn't want to celebrate the 1,500 subscriber milestone for fear that it would go up and down and up and down and up and down. I wanted it to be past that milestone so that I can really just enjoy being past 1,500 subscribers. And those of you who haven't seen his work, go. He's slowly getting his YouTube feet wet. Encourage him. Subscribe to him. He's a really good guy and very knowledgeable. Maybe not as knowledgeable as a tiger. You know those lions. They're kind of dumb. That's why they hang out in prides. Tigers are able to think by themselves. Haha. Just teasing you, buddy. Those of you who know me know that I am prior military. I was National Guard in a general hospital while I was in medical school. And the other half of my time I spent in the Pennsylvania National Guard in a cavalry unit that was both air and land cav. But nonetheless, I very much love and adore our country, and I do bleed red, white, and blue. There is a wonderful poor in our community who does incredibly good work. I love everything he does, especially patriotic stuff. Never retreat, never surrender. Angry Warrior Tackelbox. You strike my patriotic heart. Those of you who don't know Angry Warrior, go look at his stuff. He's amazing. But that is not the only thing that I have from this very fine artist. I have an F-16 fighter jet. Look at the fine detail on this. I'm really impressed with is that he will remelt anything that makes him unhappy. He's really devoted to his craft. Like I said, you're going to need to go see him, although two of the most recent pours that I got from him are the right to bear arms, the Second Amendment. The right for the citizen to bear arms shall not be infringed upon. Never forget that, my friends, because it's the Second Amendment that protects the First Amendment, the freedom of speech. Once we lose this one, it won't be long before we lose the First Amendment. Now, this does not necessarily fall into our times, but it does denote the mark of warriors before our time. Is that not just gorgeous? A beautiful beautiful battle axe. Granted, we don't use these in war anymore, but it does give you an indication, a good idea how long war has been going on this earth. The next thing I want to talk about is a man who has been a mentor to me, a friend, and someone that I really do appreciate. And many of you already understand the relationship I have with Yankee Stacking. And some of you don't. Some of you think that the bantering that we do is for real. And I see it in the chat. Time Tiger out. Give me a wrench so I can time him out. Why don't you block him from your channel? And the funny thing is that you all don't realize we're all having fun. And some of you just need to chill a little bit and realize what we're actually doing. So let me give you two analogies. The first of which is the relationship that you see with Yankee. I have a serious side with him. And then there's the fun side that you see. It's very much analogous to the WWE, where wrestlers will get on there in the ring, beat on each other, and then go out and be friends with each other. So if you look at this, Diesel and Shawn Michaels, Sasha Banks and Bayley, Peter Dunne and Tyler Bate, Kazuchika Okada and Kenny Omega, Steve Austin and Jim Ross, Shawn Michaels and Triple H, Rey Mysterio and Chris Jericho, JBL and Eddie Guerrero, Trish Stratus and Lita, The Rock and Mickey Foley, and there are many others. Still having trouble getting the concept? Let me give you a second example. How about Warner Brothers, the characters of Sam the Sheepdog and Ralph the Coyote, where before they punch in, they're best of friends. After they punch out, they're best of friends. But when they're punched in, it's all game on. So hopefully you can see everything that's fun and games, because there is a serious side to my channel where I want to teach all of you about stacking, prepping, protecting your family, and also my grandsons, plus also take care of my wife. But then Yankee went ahead and did only what Yankee can do. Wounded Warrior Project was going on, and he loves to contribute to Wounded Warrior, and he even likes it when the price goes really high because he wants to contribute to our military brothers and sisters who are disabled. So during the Wounded Warrior Project, I got a chance to win this really good item, which came with even a more impressive item. My friend Frostbyte won one of these items 1 to 2 days before because he also loves the military. He is prior Navy and does a lot for our brothers and sisters. And I wanted to get one of them myself. I was told there was only 8 of them made, and then Angry Warrior broke the mold. There will be no more. I never expected to be lucky enough to get one. The last 2 was number 1 and number 2. So I started bidding, and I was willing to bid a ridiculous amount of money. But Yankee kept upping the bid and upping the bid and upping the bid and upping the bid. Finally, he got to the point where I felt uncomfortable spending any more money. And then he took it a few more times above that. If you don't believe me, go see the last Wounded Warrior Project auction in November. And then after he won it, he did something that completely shocked me and everyone else, but especially me. He gave this to me. Number 1, Wounded Warrior Project, 4.04 ounces. Those of you who know me hear me say this often. Freedom is never free. Or short, freedom isn't free. So subsequently, this was a very important piece for me, just like it was for Frosty when the auction was going off. Having something that reminds us of what the sacrifices were. How many of our brothers and sisters laid down their lives for us to have the freedom in this country. I'm not ashamed to say that in addition to the shock, I had tears of gratitude. Not only for our brothers and sisters, but at that very moment for Yankee Stacking, who has been a friend to me and a mentor. He knew me back when I first started watching YouTube as a watcher and talked me into starting my channel. And then after I started the channel and started creating the character that you all have grown to learn and love, at least I hope you love me, then the brand for the channel came known, and I started teasing Yankee about Rig Nation and his rigged wheel. And we had a great time, and we still do. I will never forget this day, Yankee Stacking. I also want to tell you that when I was laid up with sepsis in New Mexico, 2 time zones away from my wife, after my wife contacted Frostbyte, he contacted Yankee. And I was shocked to get a phone call, because even though I see Yankee as my friend, I realized that he has a family and he's doing his own channel and he's a big name and I'm just a little guppy. So for you, Yankee, I want to express my sincerest thank yous. Outside of rigged, outside of teasing. And as you know me in the past before Tiger Stacker, I'm going to, for you, throw the gloves off. No, I'm not pulling your tail, so don't pull mine either, okay? I haven't worn those ones in a while. That's not good enough? Okay, we'll throw the gloves in. Okay, for my mentor and my friend. I love you, Yankee. You're a very good friend and my mentor, and have given me such great advice that helps my family and has given me a wonderful channel in which that I can get to know all of you with. Only for you, Yankee, I would do that. Now, joke button back on. We're going to get that rigged wheel. We're going to shut it down. Rigged Nation for life. Tiger Stacker is out.